What did you think was normal about your body until someone pointed out that it wasn't? I thought everyone's joints cracked like mine. Every time I stood up, sat down, or turned my head, loud pops. My knees sounded like bubble wrap when I walked upstairs. My ankles cracked when I rotated them. My shoulders popped when I reached for something on a high shelf. I was 23 and just figured that's how bodies work. It had been like this since I was maybe 14. My mom would hear me coming down the hallway because my knees announced every step. My friends in high school used to joke that I sounded like an old man. I'd laugh along because what else could I do? I wasn't in pain, so I never thought it was a problem. Then I started dating Abigail. We'd been together about 2 months when she first noticed. One morning I got out of bed and my spine cracked 5 times in a row. Pop, 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 pop. She actually flinched and pulled the covers up. Does that hurt? She asked, genuinely concerned. What, the cracking? No, that's just normal. She stared at me like I'd just said I had a third arm. Babe, that's not normal. That's like a lot of cracking. I laughed it off. Everyone's joints crack. Not like that, she said quietly. But I didn't think much of it. A week later, we're at the movies, and I lean over to grab popcorn. My shoulder pops so loud the guy in front of us turns around. Abigail grabbed my arm and whispered, "Did you hear that?" "Yeah, my shoulder does that sometimes. It's fine." She wasn't convinced. The next day at her apartment, I stood up from her couch, and it sounded like someone snapping a bundle of twigs. Her roommate looked up from across the room with wide eyes. "Dude, are you okay?" her roommate asked. "He says that's normal," Abigail said, her voice dripping with skepticism. Over the next month, Abigail kept bringing it up. She started counting. One Saturday morning, she told me I'd cracked 47 times in just 3 hours. I thought she was exaggerating, but she'd been keeping a tally on her phone. "Abigail, you're being paranoid. I'm fine. Humor me," she said. "Just let me film you standing up one time." I agreed, just to prove her wrong. She set up her phone and I stood up from the couch. When I watched the video back, I actually got chills. It sounded like someone crumpling a bag of chips while snapping a handful of popsicle sticks. Even I had to admit, that didn't sound right, but I still didn't want to go to the doctor. I hate doctors. I avoid them unless I'm literally dying.